Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, we're diving into a story that's been buzzing around the NFL lately, but especially within the 49ers community. It's about a player who, despite some ups and downs, remains hungry, motivated, and eager to wear that red and gold again. That player is Willie Snead, a veteran wide receiver whose name has recently resurfaced in the conversation about the 49ers wide receiver core, which, as we all know, has been dealing with some injury issues and roster challenges. What's interesting is that Snead, who spent 2 seasons with the 49ers back in 2022 and 2023, has been actively campaigning on social media, on X, formerly Twitter, to come back to San Francisco. And folks, this isn't just some casual mention. Snead has been rallying support with hashtags like BringBackSneadRoman4 and FTTB, and he's tagging the official at 49ers account, making his intentions clear. He's been posting about how much love he still has for the organization, emphasizing that he's a fierce competitor, somebody who's come into the league fighting from the bottom, and all he wants is a shot to play football and win a Super Bowl. It's a sentiment that hits home for many fans, especially those who remember his contributions on the field, even if they weren't massive in terms of stats. But let's be honest, his career has had some notable highlights, and he's shown flashes of being a reliable deep threat and a versatile receiver. His career totals, over 400 receiving yards and 16 touchdowns, speak to his ability to make plays when given the opportunity. What makes this story even more compelling is the context of this campaign. The 49ers, as we all know, have been hit hard by injuries at the wide receiver position. Players like Brandon Ayuk, Joan Jennings, and others have had their moments, but also their struggles to stay healthy. The depth chart has been tested, and the front office is likely considering every option to bolster that unit. Snead's familiarity with the system from his previous stints with the team means he's already comfortable with the playbook, the culture, and the coaching staff. That's a significant advantage. Plus, he's been vocal about how he's still in shape and ready to contribute. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Let's not forget, Snead's previous time with the 49ers wasn't exactly record-breaking in terms of stats. Just 2 catches for 14 yards over 2 seasons. But that doesn't tell the full story. Sometimes, a player's impact isn't just measured in numbers, but in the ability to be a dependable option in practice, to push hard during training camp, and to be a locker room presence. And with the injury issues mounting at wide receiver, the 49ers could see Snead as a low-risk, high-reward addition. After all, he's been in the NFL for years, has a proven track record of making plays, and is eager to prove himself once again. Interestingly, Snead has also spoken openly about his frustrations from the past, especially after being released by the team in 2024. He tweeted about how he just wants a fair shot at making a roster, criticizing what he called entitlement over the last few years. But when fans brought up those comments amid his current efforts to rejoin the 49ers, he clarified that it's all about his competitive spirit. He's just passionate about the game, about winning, and about proving his worth when given the chance. That kind of attitude can be infectious in a locker room, especially for a team that values toughness and resilience. Meanwhile, the 49ers organization has been known for their savvy in bringing back familiar faces who still have something to offer. They've done it before with players like Robbie Chosen, who has impressed so far this offseason. The question now is whether they'll consider giving Snead a similar shot. His hunger is undeniable. Watching him campaign on social media, you can see the fire in his eyes. For a team that's always looking for that extra edge, a veteran like Snead, who knows the system and is still eager to contribute, could be a valuable piece. And it's not just Snead making headlines. Former 49ers offensive lineman John Feliciano, who retired earlier this offseason, has also expressed interest in returning to the team. Feliciano even joked on X that he should be unretired and urged the front office to call him. It shows that the 49ers roster is in a state of flux, with players eager to find a spot and contribute. The coaching staff and management are probably weighing their options, waiting for the final roster to take shape before making any moves. But seeing these familiar faces wanting to come back, especially someone like Snead who's been part of the locker room before, adds an intriguing layer to the team's ongoing roster decisions. Now, when we look at Snead's career trajectory, it's a story of perseverance. He rose from undrafted free agent status to become a reliable target for several NFL teams, including the New Orleans Saints and the Baltimore Ravens. His best years came early, in 2015 and 2016, during his time with the Saints, when he racked up nearly 900 yards and scored 7 touchdowns despite making just 12 starts. Those were the years when he showcased his deep threat ability and his knack for making contested catches downfield. Later, with the Ravens from 2018 to 2020, he continued to be a useful piece in their offense. But since 2021, his production has dipped significantly, with only 52 total yards in the NFL. That's a clear sign of how competitive and demanding this league is, but it also highlights that Snead has remained committed, working tirelessly to stay ready. The San Francisco 49ers are in a unique position right now. They're competing at a high level, and their roster, while talented, is always subject to the injury bug and the need to adapt quickly. The front office has shown a willingness to bring back familiar faces who still have something to offer, and Snead's current campaign might just be enough to catch their eye. If they hold a wide receiver tryout, Snead's name should definitely be on their radar. He's hungry, motivated, and knows what it takes to succeed at this level. For fans, it's a story of resilience and determination, and it's exactly the kind of narrative that fuels the passion for this team. The coaching staff, led by Kyle Shanahan, is known for their creativity and their ability to get the most out of their players. They've been innovative in their offensive schemes, and adding a veteran like Snead could give them another versatile weapon, especially if injuries persist. The team's philosophy has always been about depth, competition, and pushing each other to be better. Snead's familiarity with the system, combined with his desire to prove himself, could make him an ideal candidate for a last-minute roster spot or even a practice squad addition that can be called up when needed. Looking ahead, the 49ers are poised to make another deep playoff run. They've built a team that's talented, resilient, and hungry for success. But in a league where injuries can derail even the best plans, having versatile veterans ready to step in is crucial. Snead's campaign shows he's still got that fire, that competitive edge, and that he's willing to do whatever it takes to get back on the field and help his team win. It's a story that resonates with fans because it embodies perseverance, passion, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. As the season approaches, all eyes will be on the 49ers roster moves, and Snead's name might just be among those called when the final cut is made. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Snead deserves another shot with the team? Would you like to see him back on the roster? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news. We're in the middle of an exciting season, and every move, every camp battle, and every comeback story makes this journey even more thrilling. Thanks for being part of this community, and as always, go Niners!